And hello everybody and welcome to tonight's ball game, varsity action, Mississinawa Valley against the Randolph Southern Rebels. We're in Lynn, Indiana at Randolph Southern High School. My name is Mark Bixler. We're certainly glad to be with you here tonight. Let's take a look first off of the starting lineups for the Mississinawa Valley Blackhawks. They'll be dressed in the black uniforms with the white and red piping. Mindy Philpott, number 12, Gwen Stockler, number 14, Tara Gilbert is number 34, Annie St. New, number 44, and wearing number 50 tonight for the Blackhawks of Coach Jim Bullock is Jill Groh. The starting lineup for the homestanding Randolph Southern Rebels. Jamie Miller will be wearing number 10. Brandy Johnson, number 24. That name may be familiar, at least the Johning name familiar. We'll go into that a little more in detail a little later on. Number 32 is Erin Perry. Number 42 is Britton Griswell. And number 50 will be Brittany Lopman. The Rebels are coached by Dallas Osting. Of course, he's still a teacher at Winchester Community High School. Had been a head coach there for a while, the boys basketball program, and of course has in the past coached the girls volleyball team. But prior to that, he coached at Ansonia High School, the boys varsity program there. So familiar with Mississinawa Valley, although more familiar probably with the boys program rather than with the girls program. But nonetheless, I'm sure he is very familiar with the Blackhawks.
Helping bring you this event, the Made Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville by the Ansonia Lumber Company on Main Street in Ansonia, Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home located in Brookville, Greenville National Bank with several locations in Darke County, by Cox Insurance located in Ansonia and Greenville, by Homestretch Sportswear located in St. Henry and Wapakoneta, and by M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, by Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville, Montage Cafe on Broadway in Greenville, by McCain Painting Incorporated, located in Greenville, by Osgood State Bank, located in Osgood, Family Health Services in Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, by State Farm Insurance, your agent Jim Gable, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
We're certainly glad to be with you as we are just about ready to get underway. We had a thriller in the junior varsity game here tonight. A 32-31 overtime game. The host Rebels winning that. We are just about ready to get underway. There is the tip. It is controlled by the Rebels. Erin Perry with the ball out top. Slips, no call. She did not move that pivot foot, therefore no traveling. Jamie Miller with the ball now out top. The Blackhawks starting out in a man-to-man here tonight. Perry with the ball on the left side. It goes back out to Jamie Miller at the top, out near the center circle. She fires it right side. That pass was intended for Britton Griswell, and it's lost out of bounds. So it'll be Blackhawk ball. They'll put it in play. Putting it in play, Jill Groh. She gives it up to Annie St. New. With it now, number 34, Tara Gilbert. St. New with it. Right side, it goes to Stockler. In the middle, that is Groh. Out top to St. New, fires and gets the roll. So the Blackhawks up 2-0. That's out of bounds. It'll be Rebel ball. 7:06. We play just about a minute here tonight. And the Hawks leading this over the homestanding Randolph Southern Rebels 2-0. Perry fighting for the rebound, but it is St. New that came out with it. It was lost out of bounds, and it'll be Blackhawk ball. Groh will put the ball in play for the Blackhawks. They lead it 2-0. We are just underway here tonight. My name is Mark Bixler. This video being produced by M. Bixler Video Productions. Gilbert with the ball in some trouble, and Miller reaches right in there and grabs it. And we have a held ball. And on the alternating possession, the Blackhawks will take it out of bounds. St. New takes the inbounds pass from Groh. She has it out top, right side. It goes to Philpott. Low post, that was Gilbert. Right wing jumper would not go, and the putback wouldn't go either. Philpott had a good look at the basket to begin with, as we have a reach-in foul there, but was unable to get her shot to go. The putback on the rebound did not go for the Blackhawks either, and then the reach-in on the rebound, so the Rebels take it out underneath the Blackhawk ball, or Blackhawk basket rather. Miller gets it across the timeline for the Rebels. Out top, now goes right side. Perry free, and she fires, cannot get it to drop. Groh with the rebound, and the reach-in foul. Traveling is apparently called. Apparently she slid that pivot foot. So the Rebels, Erin Perry, by the way, happy birthday, celebrating her 18th birthday. Johning with the ball. Turns it over. The Blackhawks with it. St. New. She'll get it across the midcourt stripe. Blackhawks unable to get the ball to drop. Perry is going to be called for traveling. She lost control of it. And then trying to get possession, lost it. Brandy Jonting will apply pressure as they put the full court press on. Blackhawks lead it 2-0 here tonight. We're just underway. Gilbert down the lane, couldn't get the roll. It stayed up on the rim and then finally dropped off. Miller will work it across the midcourt stripe. Now, for you Randolph Southern fans, Brandy Jonting from a family of some from a basketball family here in Randolph Southern, at least from what I am familiar with. She has an older sister, Stacy Jonting, that played for the Rebels back in the late 80s. Of course, having worked at WZZY just down the road from here. Familiar with that name, as I said, from the late 1980s under then head coach Rich Clark. Of course, this his first year. Dallas in his first year, as that shot off the front of the iron would not drop for the Rebels. The Blackhawks with it. St. New with it. Baseline jumper, that was Stockler, could not get it to drop. The fight for the ball. Britton Griswold comes out with it. Miller dishes it off to Perry, and she'll get it across the midcourt stripe. 2-0. We are in the opening quarter of play. Miller in the paint. Jonting fires, leaves it short. Lopeman got the rebound, and on the putback, she was fouled. She'll go to the line getting a pair. .434 remains. We've played about 3.5 minutes. The Rebels scoreless. Lopeman will try to put an end to that. She'll get a pair. The first is on the way. It's good. Two as she gets both of them to drop. Knotted up 2 apiece. St. New gets it to Groh. Being hounded by Perry. That's St. New, left side wing. Out top it goes to Stockler. Right side, that is Philpott. St. New sets up the offense again. Left side, Stockler. Philpott with it on the top. Right side wing is St. New. That was Wendell, Angie Wendell in the ball game for the Hawks, number 24. Wendell at the high post, drops it underneath, tries to find Gilbert. They lose it out of bounds. It will be Rebel ball, we're knotted up at 2 apiece. Miller gives it back to Perry, and she'll work it across the midcourt stripe. Miller with it, left side, wing. Goes to the baseline. That was Griswold in the middle to Johning, and Johning couldn't quite find the handle of it. And it will be Blackhawk ball. Patricia Dowsell in the ball game for the Rebels. She comes up with a loose ball, but St. New takes it away, and she'll work it across the midcourt stripe. St. New fires it right side. The three, I believe, was left a little short. The ball is loose, and we're going to have a held ball. This between Gilbert, and I couldn't catch who it was for the Rebels, but the Rebels on the alternating possession gets possession. The inbounds pass to Miller, back to Perry, and she'll get it across the midcourt stripe. Right side, Griswold. Underneath Lopeman for 2. The Rebels take their first lead of the night, 4-2 the score. Blackhawks work it across the midcourt stripe. Lopeman with the steal. Perry fires it right side, wing, or right side. That was Miller. Underneath it goes to, I believe, Lopeman. And she shuffles her feet. Traveling is called. That gives it back to the Blackhawks. An absolutely beautiful portrait of Robert E. Lee, General Lee, sitting on his horse. We'll catch a glimpse of that, I'm sure, a little later on. You've already caught a glimpse of that, but having moved back from the heart of Dixie, having lived in Alabama, where the Confederacy started. If you did not know that, check your history books. It started in the capital of Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama. Lopeman with the putback. She is fouled. A foul against Gilbert. Lopeman goes to the line, getting a pair. Right there, that's what I was talking about. Absolutely beautiful mural of Robert E. Lee, the general of the Confederate Army. But having lived in the South, believe me, I have a new understanding. I never really had a full understanding of the Civil War, but I have a more of a better understanding of that since having lived in the South. Lopeman could not get the second free throw. Philpott with the ball as she gets it to number 20. That's Lisa Cox in the ball game. St. New back to Cox. Gilbert dishes it out to St. New. They look inside. Underneath it goes to Grow, and it's fired back out. And it'll stay with the Hawks. Grow will put the ball in play for MIssissinawa. 5-2 is the score. Randolph Southern leading this over MIssissinawa. Hawks gives it to St. New. She fires for 3, leaves it a little strong. A whistle and a foul. It's going to go against MIssissinawa. Brandy Johning doing a nice job of boxing out there. The foul goes against Philpott. So the Rebels will put the ball in play. Erin Perry, the birthday girl, putting the ball in play. Miller gives it back to Perry. She'll get it across the midcourt stripe. Perry goes right, now brings it back left. It's taken away. The ball's loose. Who's going to get it? Blackhawks come out with it. Gilbert tries to bounce pass it, and it's taken away by Johning. Johning races down court, goes up, lays it up, leaves it short. Johning gets it back, and Gilbert, or rather Grow, with the stuff. And the Blackhawks are going to take a quick 20-second timeout right here. As you catch a glimpse of Jim Boland trying to discuss things with his young ladies, they are down 5-2 right now here in the opening quarter. Now we'll go to the Randolph Southern bench. Dallas Osting, of course, a longtime coach at, as we said, boys varsity basketball coach at Ansonia. Moved on to Winchester, was there until the 86-87 season. Stayed on as a teacher and has coached volleyball for the most part since then. Although I understand I don't believe he coached it this year. Now the head coach at Randolph Southern for girls varsity basketball. Perry gives it to Dalzell. Dalzell cannot get it to go. Blackhawks with the rebound. That's Groh. Quickly to St. New. St. New dishes it down underneath, and what do we have? It will be Blackhawk ball with 1:08 left. Gilbert underneath, all alone, could not get it to drop. It remains 5-2. Blackhawks down by 3 here to the Randolph Southern Rebels. Blackhawks on the road in Indiana tonight. We are in Lynn. And traveling called. Lisa Cox trying to make the pass inside. Shuffled her feet, whistled for traveling, and the Rebels will put it in play. Aaron Perry will put the ball in play once it resumes. Rebels up by 3, as we said. 5-2 is the score. As well gives it back to Perry. Perry gets it across the midcourt stripe. Loose ball. Cox comes away with it, dishes it off to St. New. St. New out top, it goes to Cox. St. New inside the arc fires, cannot get it. The putback is in and out. That was Nikki Klingshirn. Again, Klingshirn underneath. The tip could not get it to go. Loose ball. Johning comes out with it. Johning gives it to Terhar, and we have a timeout taken. Dallas Osting wanting to talk it over with his young ladies. 5-2 is the score. They lead it by 3. Not a lot of offense thus far here tonight. Blackhawks entering tonight's game at 500. The Rebels, I believe Dallas, Coach Osting said that they were 4-7, if I'm not mistaken. And really, I chatted with him a little bit earlier this week. And made the comment that they really have not been beaten bad this year. And the quarter comes to a close. The Blackhawks unable to put it in the hole. After 1, it's Randolph Southern 5, MIssissinawa Valley 2.
Helping bring you this event, the Made Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville by the Ansonia Lumber Company on Main Street in Ansonia, Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home located in Brookville, Greenville National Bank with several locations in Darke County, by Cox Insurance located in Ansonia and Greenville, by Homestretch Sportswear located in St. Henry and Wapakoneta, and by M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, by Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville, Montage Cafe on Broadway in Greenville, by McCain Painting Incorporated located in Greenville, by Osgood State Bank, located in Osgood, Family Health Services in Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, by State Farm Insurance. your agent, Jim Gable, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
The Blackhawks will have possession as we start this second quarter of play. He said really the only teams that really beat them bad were Lincoln and Northeastern. So we really fully expected a good ball game tonight. A foul. It'll be against Randolph Southern. Amra Terhar. 7:53 left here. Second quarter of play. 5-2. Joe Groh at the line. The first is on the way, and it's good. That trims it to a 5-3 ball game. Groh with an opportunity to make it a 1-point ball game right here. It is on the way, and it is also good. 5-4. Blackhawks down by a point. Perry gives it to Griswold. Lopeman back out to Miller. Miller to Terhar. Fires, and it bounces around, and a three-pointer. It's a 4-point ball game right now, 8-4. Whistle and a foul. It'll go against Randolph Southern, and I believe we are going to have a substitution. I believe that was Jamie Miller, who may have a bloody nose. She'll take a seat on the bench as they try to get that stopped. 8-5 now the score. Klingshirn hits them both, making it an 8-6 ball game. Cox with the steal, gives it to St. New. The Blackhawks with a chance to tie it up. Cox. Klingshirn, and the long-range jumper is good. I believe that ties it at 8 apiece. Perry with the ball out top. They go baseline. Griswold looks inside, nothing there. Tries to go baseline to Lopeman. Lopeman has it taken away. St. New gives it up to Cox, and Cox will work it across the midcourt stripe. Stockler back to Cox for three, is a little long, and that's tipped out. Perry looked like Klingshirn tried the putback and had it blocked out. Griswold knocked out of bounds. It should be Rebel ball. 6:17 remains, tied at 8. Perry will put the ball in play for the Rebels. Randolph Southern. That is Griswold with it for the Rebels. Perry out top, they set up the offense. Goes left side, whistle. Apparently a reach in as Perry drove around the defender. Perry gives it to Griswold, back to Perry as play resumes. Perry, Dalzell now with the Terhar. Lopeman fires a little strong. Stockler grabbed the rebound quickly to St. New. St. New across the midcourt stripe. Underneath it goes. That's Groh off the glass. The Blackhawks have taken their first lead of the night. It's 10-8. Perry gets it across the midcourt stripe left side. Griswold looks inside. Tries to get it to Lopeman, and it's knocked out of bounds. It should be Rebel ball. I believe it was off of the Blackhawks. It indeed will be. Randolph Southern will put it in play. Aaron Perry will get the honors. But before that, a timeout taken by the Rebels. With the score, Randolph Southern trailing MIssissinawa 10-8. 5:25 remains here in this first half of play. We are in the second quarter. Perry putting the ball in play for the Rebels. Player of Randolph Southern. That is where we are at tonight. Tahar. Inside it goes to Johning. Johning underneath. Perry has the ball blocked, but I believe she is going to be called for a foul. Let's check and see which one they call it on. Nikki Klingshern is whistled for the foul. Aaron Perry at the line, getting 2. The first is on the way, and it will not go. It's off the front of the iron. The second would not go either. They have the steal. Johning in the paint, lays it off the glass and good. That nuts the score, 10-10 right now. Jill Groh with it underneath on the baseline, dishes it back, but she steps on the line. That gives it back to Randolph Southern. 4:56 remaining, 10-10 the score. MIssissinawa and Randolph Southern. As we said, MIssissinawa entering tonight's game at 4-4. The Rebels stand at 4-7. Perry at the free throw line, gives it to Griswold. Griswold out top it goes to Perry. Left side wing now. Back to Griswold. She'll take it to the top. They set up the offense again. Right side, that's Tahar. Back to Griswold. Now trying to come up with the steal was Gilbert, unable to do so. Lost it out of bounds. It'll remain Rebel ball. Perry will put it in play for Randolph Southern. They give us to Tahar. Perry with it again. Takes it left side. Tahar fires. Gets it to go. And the Rebels back on top. Cox. Now right side, that's Stockler. She ties it at 12. Tahar trying to give the Rebels the lead again. Bounces high. Gilbert with the rebound for MIssissinawa. Gilbert to Cox. She'll bring it across the midcourt stripe. Stockler underneath it goes off of the Rebels. That pass intended for Groh. 3.5 minutes remaining. Groh puts it in play for MIssissinawa. Stockler gives it to Cox. Cox fires, cannot get it to drop. Griswold the rebound. Perry. Inside it goes. Lopeman. Good. Rebels back up by 2. 14-12. Cox gives it to St. New. Underneath, that's Groh. She turns, fires, leaves it a little short. The putback, it's, well, attempted putback, but Johning took it right away from her. Perry for the Rebels to Griswold, left side. Out top it goes to Perry again. Left side wing now to Griswold. They look inside to Johning. Out top to Perry. Perry takes it right side wing. Terhar with it on the baseline, back to Perry. Perry to Terhar on the wing, back to Perry. Perry steps to the free throw line. Griswold, Johning, nice spin move, lays it up, cannot get it to drop. Terhar tried to grab for the rebound. Stockler tipped it away. And will stay on the Rebel end of the court. Perry will put it in play. They lead it by 2, 14-12 here tonight. Second quarter of play winding down. Griswold in some trouble, gets it back to Terhar. Loatman fires from the free throw line. It's in and out. Gilbert tried to grab the rebound, and Johnnings called for the foul. Well, Johning didn't think she got her, but apparently the official thought she got enough of the body. Got a little bit of a shove in there, apparently, with the body. Gilbert now with the ball is Cox. Stockler, Gilbert, Cox to St. New. Underneath Groh. Groh is fouled, and I believe that is, he may call it on Loatman, but I think, no, he called it on Johning. I was going to say, I thought it was actually Johning that committed the foul, and that is who he does give it. He ends up giving it to. 1:56 remaining. Groh will go to the line. She'll get a pair. A chance to tie the score, but first off, she needs to knock it down to a one-point game, and she does. 14-13, Mississinawa down by a point. Groh can tie it. We are knotted up at 14 as she gets that free throw to drop. $14 apiece. Randolph Southern and Mississinawa Valley. The Rebels with the ball of Randolph Southern. Perry across that midcourt stripe. Right side it goes to Terhar. Back out top to Perry. Terhar. Now it goes baseline. Griswold. It's deflected away. The Rebels maintain possession. Perry gives it to Terhar underneath, that intended for Loatman. St. New with the, she chased down the loose ball. Cox will get it across the midcourt stripe. Right side it goes. Stockler fires, cannot get it to drop. The rebound is to Terhar. Perry is the outlet, and she'll get it across the midcourt stripe. Near a steal, the Rebels maintain possession though. Perry will set up the offense again. Tied at 14. A near steal, in fact there is a steal. St. New comes up with it. Left side it goes to Cox. Gilbert now, St. New underneath Groh, lays it up a little strong. The rebound to Randolph Southern's Terhar. Camera Terhar. Perry half court, fires it right side to Griswold. Out top now is Perry rather. Griswold with it. Back to Perry. Perry goes left side wing. Out top to Griswold. She goes on the wing right side, dishes it to Loatman, could not get it to drop, and that will end the first half of play. We have reached halftime with the score 14-14. Randolph Southern and Mississinawa Valley all knotted up.
Helping bring you this event, the Maid-Rite Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville by the Ansonia Lumber Company on Main Street in Ansonia, Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home located in Brookville, Greenville National Bank with several locations in Darke County, by Cox Insurance located in Ansonia and Greenville, by Homestretch Sportswear located in St. Henry and Wapakoneta, and by Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, by Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville, Montage Cafe on Broadway in Greenville, by McCain Painting Incorporated, located in Greenville, by Osgood State Bank, located in Osgood, Family Health Services in Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, by State Farm Insurance, your agent Jim Gable, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
We are just about ready to get underway here in this second half of play. Third quarter just about ready to start. 14-14 is the score. Randolph Southern and Mississinawa Valley, the Rebels and the Hawks. Griswold with the ball, left side wing. A whistle. And a 5-second count. That gives it back. The turnover gives it to Mississinawa Valley. Joe Grove will put the ball in play for the Blackhawks. Philpott, Gilbert, and Stockler. I believe a 2-point goal. 16-14 the score. Mississinawa leading this over the Rebels right now. Perry out top. The 5-second count is on. Har back to Perry. Perry goes right side. Griswold baseline cut off. Back to Perry. Now Griswold again on the wing. Perry takes it left side to Hammer Terhar. The outlet pass to Terhar, now to Perry. Finds Lopman. Lopman on the baseline off the glass. Check that, it skips across the rim. I thought it was going to go off the glass, but it just skipped right across the rim, and a whistle and a foul against Terhar. 16-14, Blackhawks by a basket right now. Stockler gives it to St. New. Left side, that's Philpott. Leaves it short. Grove fires it back in, but Lopman is there to take it. The Rebels across the half-court stripe. Griswold fires off the front of the rim. Johning there, ties it at 16. Philpott gives it to St. New. Underneath. Grow off the glass, good. Blackhawks back up by 2 again, 18-16. Perry. Cross court it goes to Griswold. She fires off the glass. And they say she was out of bounds. Good call actually by the official. It should be Randolph Southern ball. Perry will put the ball in play for Randolph Southern. They are down by a basket right now, 18-16. Johning goes baseline, fires the jumper, will not go. Gilbert the rebound for the Blackhawks. Johning called for the reach-in. Common foul. Blackhawks will put it in play on the far side. Grow will put it in play. Gives it to St. New. Now that is Klingshirn, I believe, with that jumper. Check that. No, it was Stockler. Lopman grabs the rebound, though, on the miss. The Rebels, Jamie Miller will work it across midcourt. Johning on the left side top. Out near the center line. Johning dishes it back to Miller. Down by a basket. Perry dishes it underneath. Johning has it blocked. Looked pretty clean, but she's going to go to the line. Johning getting 2. .444 remains, third quarter. I tell you what, it looked like Jill Groh had all ball right there. But nonetheless, the official right there had a little better view than what we had. Whistles the foul. Johning cannot get the first one. She'll get the second, though. A chance to trim it to 1. She cannot. Lopman the rebound, and should have been a jump ball, but no call. And it actually works out to the Rebels' advantage. Loose ball, and it is out of bounds. It'll go to MIssissinawa. We are tied at 18. Groh will put the ball in play for the Blackhawks. Groh takes it baseline off the glass, gets it to go. And again, a 2-point lead for MIssissinawa. Miller down the middle, up the glass, tied at 20. Well, every time MIssissinawa gets up by 2, Randolph Southern has an answer. Johning with it on the left wing. Perry fires, skips across the rim. Gilbert the rebound, and a whistle. And a foul called. Patricia Dowsell with the foul. Stockler. St. Cloud gives it to Groh off the glass. And it's a 22-20 game. Blackhawks by 2. Miller, a whistle and a foul called against MIssissinawa. Stockler whistled for that foul. Before play resumes, a timeout is taken by Randolph Southern. It is a full timeout. .314 is what remains here. The Blackhawks lead it 22-20.
Helping bring you this event, the Maid-Rite Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville by the Ansonia Lumber Company on Main Street in Ansonia, Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home located in Brookville, Greenville National Bank with several locations in Darke County, by Cox Insurance located in Ansonia and Greenville, by Homestretch Sportswear located in St. Henry and Wapakoneta, and by Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, by Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville, Montage Cafe on Broadway in Greenville, by McCain Painting Incorporated, located in Greenville, by Osgood State Bank, located in Osgood, Family Health Services in Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, by State Farm Insurance, your agent Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
Aaron Perry will put the ball in play for Randolph Southern, down by a basket. Miller with the ball, takes it left side to Perry. Perry back to Miller. Perry, they look inside, back to Miller. Lopman Tries to get the ball to Dalzell, but it's taken away. Gilbert with the steal. St. New across midcourt to Stockler, back to St. New. Janelle Fritz in the ball game. St. New with it now. They give us to Stockler. That is Grow, and she gives the Blackhawks a 4-point lead. 24-20, Mississinawa up right now. Miller trying to get Randolph Southern back to within a basket. Takes it left side. She's fouled by Fritz. Common foul. The Rebels of Randolph Southern will put the ball in play on the far side. Aaron Perry getting the honors. Dalzell back to Miller, back to Dalzell. Tries to go underneath. That was to Amanda Rogers. Klingshirn gives it to Stockler. She fires, will not go. Perry grabs the rebound for the Rebels. That's Miller with it. They fire it underneath. Rogers has her shot blocked. Philpott to St. New. Underneath Grow, back out to Stockler. St. New fires from right about the free throw line, and it rattles around and finally through. And the Blackhawks now lead at 26-20. Perry leaves it a little short, and Dalzell count the basket. Klingshirn with the foul. And Dalzell at the line getting one. 1:05 remains, 26-22. We're in the third quarter. Blackhawks lead this by 4. Dalzell trying to make it a 3-point game. Cannot. Klingshirn with the rebound. St. New. Philpott fires. Will not go. Lopeman grabbing the rebound. Miller sets the offense up. Gives it to Perry, left side wing. Out top it goes to Miller. Perry tries to go baseline. Tries to get it underneath to either Rogers or Lopeman. I'm not sure which one, but nonetheless, it's intercepted. St. New sets the offense up. Stockler to St. New. She fires, and it's good. 28-22. The lead is back to 6 for Mississinawa. Perry. And time will run out. 3 quarters in the books. Blackhawks by 6, 28-22 over Randolph Southern.
Helping bring you this event, the Made Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, by the Ansonia Lumber Company on Main Street in Ansonia, Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home located in Brookville, Greenville National Bank with several locations in Darke County, by Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and Greenville, by Homestretch Sportswear, located in St. Henry and Wapakoneta, and by M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, by Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville, Montage Cafe on Broadway in Greenville, by McCain Painting Incorporated, located in Greenville, by Osgood State Bank, located in Osgood, Family Health Services in Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, by State Farm Insurance, your agent Jim Gable, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
Well, we were tied at 20. But then the Blackhawks went on a 6-0 run to take a 26-20 lead. And after that, it's both teams were able to get a basket, and we stand 28-22. Final quarter of play is underway as Stockler fires for three, bounces around, won't go. Dowsel the rebound for the Rebels. Perry will work it across midcourt for Randolph Southern. Johning back in the ball game, has the ball out top right side. Griswold could not get it to go, and a whistle and a reach-in foul. Perry with the hold. Still a common foul. Groh puts it in play, and Randolph Southern applying full court pressure. The Blackhawks break it as Klingshirn with it. A whistle and double dribble is called. (28-22), Mississinawa by 6. Randolph Southern attempting to dip into that lead, or dip into the lead, yes. Loose ball, and it is Mississinawa, Nikki Klingshirn, that comes up with it. Quickly down court, Groh off the glass. She is fouled by Lopman. And Groh will go to the line, getting a pair. A chance to extend this lead even more. 28-22. Joe Groh a chance to an attempt with 6:55 remaining, an attempt to give Mississinawa up to an 8-point lead. Gilbert returns to the game, replacing Klingshirn. First is good, 29-22, Mississinawa. Now a chance to give the Blackhawks an 8-point lead. It's them both. The Blackhawks attempting to open this game up, 30-22. They lead it over the Rebels. Lopman leaves the shot a little short. Groh the rebound, gets it to St. New. St. New across midcourt. Dishes it off to Stockler. Stockler, left side, Philpott underneath Groh. Groh lays it up, will not go. Lopman grabs the rebound. The Rebels will work it across. Perry takes it left side. Loose ball, and Terhar and St. New get tangled up. Jump ball, it'll be Rebel ball on the alternating possession. 30-22, Mississinawa up by 8 as Jamie Miller will put it in play. Terhar fires from the left baseline, couldn't get it. Gilbert the rebound. St. New will work it across midcourt. The lob underneath. Whistle. Went out of bounds. 6:03 remains. Randolph Southern will put it in play. Johning gives it to Miller. Miller at midcourt takes it left side. Right side now it goes to Griswold. Terhar inside. Lopman fires and it rolls out, would not go. Groh the rebound. St. New across the midcourt stripe. Stockler inside the arc. And that gives Mississinawa their biggest lead of the night, 32-22. Lopman fires, cannot get it to go. St. New the rebound quickly up court. That's Philpott, right side wing. St. New inside. It goes to Grow. Grow cannot get it. It's tapped out. Loose ball. Stockler the rebound to St. New, and they'll set up the offense again. Goes to Gilbert. Gilbert cannot get the bounce. Rebels put it in play. Miller across the midcourt stripe. 10-point lead for the Blackhawks. Griswold leaves it short. Grow the rebound. Philpott gives it to Grow. St. New left side. It goes to Stockler on the baseline. Gilbert back out to Stockler. She fires. Skips across the rim. Gilbert the rebound to St. New. Philpott fires from inside the arc. Can't get it to drop. Miller comes up with the rebound. Brings it across midcourt, and a reach-in foul is called against the Blackhawks. Well, if ever there is a must-score possession, this is it for Randolph Southern. They're down by 10 right now, 32-22. Miller will set up the offense for the Rebels. Perry back out top to Miller. Left side it goes to Perry. On the baseline, that's Johning. She loses it. And a whistle. And I believe traveling was called. I don't think it was a held ball. Miller could not get it to drop. Philpott the rebound. Races up court. Cut off by Perry. Now being harassed by Perry. Cox gives it to Stockler. Inside, that's Gilbert. A whistle. And the foul goes against Randolph Southern. I believe Brandy Johning is called for the foul. Check that. Joe Grow called for the foul. I thought he was calling it on White. (32-22). Randolph Southern still finds themselves down by 10 points. Dalzell gives it back to Miller. Underneath Johning, it is blocked, gets it back, now fires it. A little too strong. Lopeman the putback, can't get it to go. Johning the putback and gets this one. (32-24). Rebels applying full court pressure. Stockler, Cox underneath. Grove passes it back out. Cox fires, and it's back to a 10-point lead. 34-24, MIssissinawa. Miller brings it right side. Dalzell in the paint. Lopeman turns back to Dalzell. Thought about shooting. Miller fires for three. Will not go. Lopeman couldn't get the putback. The rebound to the Blackhawks. Philpott, the number's not there, and she, well, tries to get it underneath, and it's off of Randolph Southern. It'll stay with MIssissinawa. They'll put it in play underneath their own basket. Joe Grow will put it in play. 2:45 remains. 34-24 the score. MIssissinawa up by 10.
Helping bring you this event, the Maid-Rite Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, by the Ansonia Lumber Company on Main Street in Ansonia, Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home located in Brookville, Greenville National Bank with several locations in Darke County, by Cox Insurance located in Ansonia and Greenville, by Homestretch Sportswear located in St. Henry and Wapakoneta, and by M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, by Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville, Montage Cafe on Broadway in Greenville, by McCain Painting Incorporated, located in Greenville, by Osgood State Bank, located in Osgood, Family Health Services in Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison by State Farm Insurance, your agent Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
Well, remember, just a little over midway through the third quarter, we were tied at 20. Now it's a 10-point lead, 34-24. Since that time, Mississinawa has outscored Randolph Southern 14-4. Stockler looks inside, but nothing there. Out top it goes to St. New. St. New, they go left side to Stockler. Looks inside again, nothing there. Back out top, Cox. This time they go right side to Grow. St. New with it out top, taking time off the clock. And why not? You're up by 10. And a reach-in foul is called against Miller. So Grow still a common foul. Grow will be taking it out for the Blackhawks. But before that happens, timeout taken by Dallas Osting's Randolph Southern Rebels. It remains Randolph Southern down by 10 with 2:07 remaining. 34-24 is the score.
Helping bring you this event, the Made Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville by the Ansonia Lumber Company on Main Street in Ansonia, Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home located in Brookville, Greenville National Bank with several locations in Darke County, by Cox Insurance located in Ansonia and Greenville, by Homestretch Sportswear located in St. Henry and Wapakoneta, and by Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, by Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville, Montage Cafe on Broadway in Greenville, by McCain Painting Incorporated, located in Greenville, by Osgood State Bank, located in Osgood, Family Health Services in Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, by State Farm Insurance, your agent Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
Well, as we said, that foul was a common foul, so the Blackhawks will put it in play underneath their own basket. An opportunity to extend this lead even more. Well, Randolph Southern actually got by with a double dribble there, but they turned the ball over. So Randolph Southern a chance to cut into this lead. The pass inside to Lopeman and a foul against Cox. A minute 50 remaining. Lopeman at the line getting the 1-and-1. It's important she hits the front end. And she does. Well, the reason I say it's important to hit the front end, because if you do not hit the front end, that means ultimately you've missed 2 free throws. 34-26. Randolph Southern now trails the Blackhawks by 8. Rowe will put the ball in play. Stockler, and double dribble called. That gives it back to Randolph Southern. An opportunity to cut into the lead even more. 34-26. Miller across midcourt. Goes left side to Perry, inside the arc, fires, cannot get it to drop. Loose ball, and jump ball, and the alternating possession gives it to Mississinawa. Again, Grove will put the ball in play for the Blackhawks. Randolph Southern trails by 10, 34-26 rather. St. New gives it to Grow. Out top it goes to Cox. St. New. High post, Grow. St. New again. Taking the pass from Cox. Rebels applying all kinds of pressure. Near loose ball, but Grow comes out with it. And an official timeout. Blackhawks will put the ball back in play. Leading it by 8, a loose ball. Lopeman comes up with it for the Rebels, stops, fires, and will not go. Johning the rebound, dishes it underneath to Lopeman. She is fouled. She'll go to the line, getting a pair. Well, I tell you what, if you're a Randolph Southern fan, you wanted to see that basket go and get the free throw, because then it would be a 5-point ball game. 44 seconds remain. 34-26 now. All Lopeman can do is trim it to a 6-point game. But first off, she had to make it a 7-point game, and does. 34-27. Lopeman's second free throw is good as well. And the Rebels want to take a timeout. 34-28 is a 6-point ball game right now. Randolph Southern trailed by 10 just about a minute ago, actually, and now are down by 6. If you're a Rebel fan, just moments ago when Lopeman put that ball up, when it fell, when it bounced around, your heart was in your throat, and then when it fell off, it just sunk to the pit of your stomach. Although it's still a 2-possession ball game, 34-28, a 6-point lead. 2 3-point field goals would tie the score. But if she had got the basket and then hit the free throw, it would be a 34-29 game instead of 34-28, which would mean 2 3-point goals would win it. And a near steal, but it's out of bounds off of Perry. Grow again will put the ball in play. Did not take that much time off the clock, though. 34-28. Gilbert, a steal. Lopeman comes up with it. Johning drives in, lays it off the glass, and good. And a whistle and a reach-in foul is going to be called. 34-30. It's a 4-point ball game right now. Miller is called for the foul. The Blackhawks will make the trip for the 1-and-1. 29 seconds remain. The Rebels on a 6-0 run right now have trimmed it to a 4-point ball game. St. New at the line. The free throw is good. 35-30. The lead is 5. Second free throw. It bounces around and through. Back to a 6-point lead now for MIssissinawa. 36-30. Johning. That is Miller for 3. Will not go. Gilbert the rebound. St. New. And a reach-in foul against Perry. 14 ticks remain on the clock. 36-30 is the score. And again, Annie St. New at the free throw line with a pair, or with a 1-and-1, excuse me. It's not the double bonus yet. Can't get that one to go. The rebound is Groh, and we have a help ball. Miller, this one should. I think she wanted a foul, but not the case. Actually, from this vantage point, it looked like that was the correct call. 36-30. A timeout taken by Dallas Oasting and the Randolph Southern Rebels. A 20-second timeout. Dallas apparently feels we still have plenty of time. But they've got to score quickly. They need a three-point field goal or take it inside and draw the foul. That would be the best scenario because that would stop the clock. Get it down court, take it inside, draw the foul, get the basket to go. Make it a 36-32 ball game. Hit the free throw, make it 36-33, get a steal, then hit a three. Miller to Perry. They've got to get it off. Now they've got to fire the three. Tahar from inside the arc can't get it to go, and time runs out. Well, the Blackhawks hang on in what ultimately ended up a fight for their life. They win tonight 36-30 to improve to 5-4. Randolph Southern drops to 4-8. Once again, the final score here tonight, MIssissinawa Valley 36, Randolph Southern 30. It's been enjoyable. I'm Mark Bixler for Bixler Video Production saying so long, everybody.